We interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast.
Boom! Headshot!
Hey, it's Clay, and I got another Planetside 2 video for you guys today, and this time I want to talk about finding action. And, finding those big battles, because, when we all got this game, and when we all kind of got into this game, I feel like the biggest draw is these big firefights, where we've got hundreds and hundreds of guys, fighting it out over one location, just an absolute anthill swarm of enemies to shoot at, and you're a part of this big, moving force, and, just the scale of the game is the big draw. And when I first got into it, I had a hard time actually finding these big battles. I felt like I spent maybe half my time, maybe even a quarter of my time actually in the fights, but then the other half to 3/4 was spent running around or driving around in a flash and just not really knowing what's going on. So I kind of wanted to help you guys speed up the learning curve a little bit, because I found some tricks that have really helped me to understand where the big battles are and how to get into them quickly and efficiently and how to stay in them repeatedly. So let's just kind of talk about it. When you first get the game, if I remember correctly, you actually get drop potted into, one of these really hotly contested areas. They would drop you right in on this biolab, for this instant action, and that's cool. But it's difficult for a new player to understand. Maybe you'll get in that first big fight. How do I get back there? How do I actually, repeat that? How do I continue that kind of, gameplay? And so first thing to note is you have this instant action over here, and this is not the best way to do it, but it is a way if you're just really sick of it and you want to get into a fight. We've got this Econab Biolab right here, and this will actually drop you in. Now, the cooldown timer on this is really long. I don't know exactly what it is now, but it's probably somewhere between 20 minutes and 30 minutes. So it's not a very reliable way to get into a heavy battle. But it is nice, and actually will jump in between continents. It usually, like, these 5 places are probably going to be the most hotly contested areas in the entire world. So it's definitely, it will work, but I would use it only as kind of a last resort when you're really getting sick of running around trying to find the action. But this is kind of the method that has worked best for me. Number one is you have to use this enemy activity box right here. It starts on territory control, which is good. You definitely need to know what's going on here, but this enemy activity has been invaluable. We can see we've got red here, we've got red here. These are the places where there's high action. These are the places that you want to go. Now let's talk about actually getting there. How do you get there, and how do you get there consistently? Now, there's a chance. Now, I don't fully understand. Let's go ahead. I'm standing in the spawn point. Let's go ahead and redeploy. Now, I don't fully understand how Planetside does this, but it doesn't allow you to spawn in every single territory that your respective race owns, which is a little bit wonky. So, like, right now, I can't spawn here at the Soltech charging station, but I've got a couple of different choices. I can't spawn down here. I can't even spawn on this biolab. And to my testing, I believe that it has something to do with where your player or your squad has actually been. So if I take a flash out to the Econam Biolab and drive around, I would actually then be able to spawn in those places, but that's just because I've been there. But I also think that this is related to your squad. So let's, I've got this Sunderer here. This indicates that I'm in a squad, because I didn't put that there. Actually, it doesn't look like I'm in a squad. Let's go ahead and see if we can find, let's do this Amerish Ops. So then let's go ahead and look back at our map now. Okay, so this is good. Now it looks like I've got some teammates here. These numbers here indicate my squad members. I've got some guys down here, over here. So this is good. Now let's go ahead and head back to deployment. Okay, so that just opened up some new options for us. I've got now an option here for this Econam Biolab. I've got, this was still here. I can't spawn here yet, but joining a squad is definitely important. And you do that here on this social tab. You click on squad, and as you can see right now I'm in a squad. Now if I want to leave it, I can try to find another squad that, and a lot of them give a description, so these guys are going to be Esmir. I don't want to be an Esmir because right now I'm an Amrish. That's why I chose these guys. Let's try the Vindicators. Now, in order to tell where they're at, go back to the map and find your squad leader. And it looks like, okay, so it looks like these guys are also here on Amrish. This is good. So basically, when I first start in, the first thing I do is I find a squad. It's really nice. The best squads are the ones where there's guys on the mics telling people what to do, because those tend to be a little bit more unified and a little bit more straightforward. I would definitely recommend doing that, because those are the squads that are going to help you have a sense of team and direction. So definitely joining a squad is going to be very important. And then when you join a squad, go ahead and head to your map and click on your squad leader to see where your squad is at. And you're looking for these little numbers. And you want to make sure that they're on the same continent as you, because you can go to the other continents. Okay, so it looks like I actually do have a couple of squad members on this continent. And that's not good. You don't want that. You want to find a squad where there's a ton of numbers all on the same continent. So I'm going to try a different one. And then if you want to leave it, you just find your name and then click I'm Big DeYoung. Click on the leave squad, and then you're back here. So let's try to find, I believe I'm on Amrish. Yes, I am. Let's try to find a different one. Esamir. Let's go back to, let's do this Amrish Ops again. Okay, so now let's go ahead back to our map. Okay, this is good. So it definitely looks like we've got quite a few numbers here I can see that are all playing on this continent. So this is good. This is what we want. Now, the biggest thing that I would recommend is number 2, travel in a pack. Stay with your squad mates. Find the squad leader. He's right here. So I definitely want to do what I can to spawn in this Econem biolab. Let's go ahead and head back to deployment. I want to spawn on this biolab. I've got this motor pool here. This is good. This is what I want to do. I want to spawn in here. Now, once I get in, the best way to find big battles is to be in a big group. If you're moving as a big team, that's how you're going to find another big team, because kind of the way that the traffic patterns work in this game is you want to stick with the big movements of troops of your own team. As you can see, there's a lot of blue triangles. That means I've got a lot of guys around that are friendly. This is good. I want to be a part of a big, massive push. That's probably the biggest way that I could recommend for you to help you guys to find a lot of action. So it looks like right now we've done a pretty successful job holding off this base. So we're feeling really good about that. Now look over here. See all these vehicles? The best thing to do right now for me would be to get in like a flash or a sunderer and follow these vehicles. I'm going to see if I can get a sunderer, because that would be really good. Okay, let's do that. That's going to help out my team. And I want to follow these vehicles. You can see all those triangles over there to the right. I want to follow them. Oh, I'm going to have to upgrade my sunderer. I'm getting lost. We're going to go this way. So following all these vehicles is a really, really good way to find a big battle, because what it takes is you don't want to be just one guy running into 200 Terran Republic as if you're on Vanu. You don't want to be that one guy. You want to make sure that you're playing. Let's get this guy a ride. Come on in, buddy. You can be my gunner. So let's check our map again. And where are these guys? It looks like there's a bunch of vehicles heading this way. I'm assuming they're going to be heading in this direction. So I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of this big movement of troops. This is definitely the best way to find the big battles, is to follow, just be the lemming effect. Follow everybody that you can. In my experience, there will be a little bit of driving around, but once we get to the next point, we'll either take it with little resistance, and then you're going to get cert points, so that's good. And you're going to be helping your team capture new bases. Or the other team is going to try to resist, and they're going to bring their big force to try to stop you guys, and then you're going to have the big battle that you want. That's what you want to get into. So I have found that the best way to do it, let's recap a little bit, is number 1, to join a squad. Find that squad on the map using the Find the Squad Leader button, and make sure that those guys are on the map you want to play, and that they're all kind of grouped together working as a team, and then stick with those guys. Oh, this guy got ran over. We need to revive him. Stick with those guys. Try to help those guys out. You want these guys to. You want to be working as a team. You want to be working as a unit, presenting a unified push. Because if you are a part of a big, united push, you're gonna find other people that are, want to be a part of against you. That want to fight against you, against the big united push. Because I would say that it's pretty general that everybody in this game wants to find big battles, I think. You know, that is definitely what we're all here for. That's why we all, you know, got the game and want to play it. So I definitely recommend to you guys just take some of these tips. Try to, you know, we gotta capture this base quick. So as you can see, who's shooting at me? Is that a teammate? So as you can see, there's a ton of guys here, and this is going to be great. This is going to be a really good way for me to find a lot of action. Yeah, like I said before, this is the way to do it. This is the best way that I have found to find the big battles. Number one, find a squad. Check that squad on the map, and then roll as a team. You can see all these vehicles here. It looks like we're continuing to push this way. We're gonna find a big Terran Republic force. We're gonna run into them eventually. So that's probably the very best way that you guys can do this, is stick with this big group. I would definitely anticipate there's going to be some TR in this area. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to cut it off here. These are my tips for you guys. You know, I got some certs there for capping this base. This is good. I'm going to get back in my Sunderer. I'm going to see if I can pick up some infantrymen, and we're going to see if we can roll out and find another really big battle. Because you know what? That's why we play this game, is we want the big battles. We want to dominate face. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've got any questions about finding big battles or anything related to Planetside 2, let me know. I love talking about this game. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.